Joel, and I am the director for the Kectil program here in Uganda. I was also part of the training team that delivered the ICT course that some of you participated in. Yeah, so that's basically about me, and I'm still joined by our chief ICT trainer, Mr. Neil Godfrey. We are here to support Cisse in case there is any technical hiccups, and we'll step in right away. But I'll also be assisting a bit in some of the business skills training, as I'm also a junior associate. I have a level 5 certificate in business consulting from the Chartered Management Institute. Yeah, but my field is not business, so Cisse is the main one. So you're all welcome, and let me ask my colleague Godfrey to just say hello to all of you as we wait for Cisse to jump in. You're welcome.
Yes, hello, good afternoon, everyone, or good evening, everyone. I welcome you once again to Kectil program. You guys were really blessed that you were chosen by God to be part of Kectil program. We have so many programs that you are going to benefit from, so I really urge that you keep on until the end, because by the time we complete this, you guys going to be well packed in any aspect of our career. I'm also glad to let you know that today we are kicking off with another training that is entrepreneurship, which is beginning tomorrow very early in the morning. And I promise you guys, by the end of all this, we are going to be great entrepreneurs and we will achieve more in life. So we are here. I'm also here as the ICT part of it to see that I also support you here and there. Because ICT today, it cuts everywhere, whether in the business, whether in the finance, whether in the medical, in everywhere we have ICT. So it will be very bad if I leave you guys alone and I don't be part of everything. So I'm there with you guys from the beginning up to the end. Feel free to ask me anything where you get stuck, where you need support here and there. Feel free. We are here to support you guys. So I wish you all the best in this training.
All right. Thank you so much, Godfrey, for the brief introduction. Yeah, so we're just replying to some messages. Some people are saying they didn't get the link. Also to you who is here already, normally when we send emails, some of the emails go to your spam folder. So you need to check your spam and also your inbox. This applies to so many communications. Actually, you'll be surprised by the volume of emails that will be that will go to your spam folder. So that's just the technical bit of things. Yeah, but as we wait for our trainer, I'm going to run you through the schedule for the next 4 weekend days that starts tomorrow. So we train every weekend day. On Saturdays, we start at 9 and we end at 5 o'clock. It's a bit tense, but there are also breaks in between. And then on Sundays, we start at 2 o'clock and then we close at 5. So you can already tell that this is a really tense program. Yes, it is, I won't lie. But we would like to give you the lecture bit of it in this kind of a tense environment, and then we can support you individually when we now have some sort of one-on-one consultations with you. So that's as per the schedule. So we'll train on 20th tomorrow and 21st the next day. Then we train the other weekend, which would be 27th and then 28th, and we close. So there may be activities in this course, assignments and stuff. So all of you are supposed to participate in all kinds of assignments and activities. They are actually mandatory because at the end of it all, you're going to get a certificate. So we can only give certificates to those who successfully complete all of their assignments. So I'll go to the next page. Yeah. So the whole goal of this training is to give you a clear understanding of the business industry of Uganda. Uganda has been ranked as one of the most enterprising nations in the whole world. Yeah, but also surprisingly, not most of the businesses that start in Uganda would die in their first year. So they don't get to celebrate their second birthday. So this is really interesting. And most of us, if not all of us here, we must have started some sort of a business in the past, or we did some, or we were engaged in some business venture. So you can also bear with me, witness. You can start so well, and then you crash along the way. So would like to introduce you to how the business industry in Uganda is, how you can start and run your own business, but also since COVID, businesses and organizations have suffered a great deal. So we'd like to get into the opportunities and challenges that COVID-19 has brought. We are not only looking at how many people died of COVID-19 and stuff, but also the business opportunities that it brought along. And the ultimate goal of this training is to trigger you to start a business that you run on your own. We're going to have a business plan competition at some point. That is after this 4 weekend days, then the mentoring bit of it. Then we're going to have all of you compete, and then we're going to choose like the best business plans, and then we'll try to support those business plans. So that is it. So we hope after you've attended this training, you can already be able to start and run your own business. Of course, we'll be there to support you. Go next. Okay. So on day one, which is tomorrow, on Saturdays, we're going to have 3 10 sessions starting at 9 to 10:30. Then we have a break. Then again, we run from 11 to 12:30. Then we have a break. Then 1 to 2:30. Then we have a break. Then I think 3 to 4:30. Yeah, something like that. So we have 3 sessions on Saturday. In the first session, this is what we're going to cover. We're just going to introduce you to entrepreneurship, what entrepreneurship is, who an entrepreneur is, and some of the salient features of an entrepreneur. Then we're going to have some individual activities. You may be wondering how we're going to do those activities remotely, but trust us, we have the technology, and it's going to be fun. I mean, stick around. Then we're going to have some individual sharing, experience sharing session. Yeah, and then we have a break. Then in the afternoon, we are going to look at how entrepreneurs really start from start up to their success, their entire journey, And we also would like to just bring to your attention, probably this can trigger also some sort of business acumen in you. Entrepreneurship is the backbone of most economies. Countries that are enterprising are the most successful. People that are enterprising are the most successful in terms of financial stability. So we're going to bring some statistics to you, how much the business sector contributes to every economy in our families, stuff like that. Then challenges entrepreneurs face and opportunities that are there. Then we have group work, and then we have, of course, presentations. The next is going to be now the COVID bit of it, which is going to be in the evening. We're going to analyze all of the sectors, the business sectors, or at least some of the key sectors in Uganda's economy and how they've been affected by by COVID-19. And also would like to bring in COVID-19 and its impact on the job market for those of you who may be actively searching for jobs. So, and then how you can thrive, whether you're looking for a job or you're starting a business amidst this COVID situation, how do you present yourself? How do you position yourself? Then we have some group activities, of course. I want to tell you that group activities are going to be very frequent because we like the course to be as engaging as possible. Then after group activities, we normally have experience sharing sessions where you tell us what you've learned from the activity, how it could have been improved, like key takeaways from every activity. So yeah, that is it. And we may also have some little assignments for you, either in groups or even individually. So now Sunday, which is the day after tomorrow, we are mostly going to do a recap of Saturday. We let you ask questions, then we respond to your questions, and then we dive straight into the business ideation process. So now we want you to think from scratch to something, to a product or to a service, from identifying what the problem is, how other people are doing to the problem, how there is a gap which you could fill, how you can intervene and close that gap by providing a particular service. It could be a new product, or you're either or even you could be improving what already is existing. So the whole idea is we start from the problem until the solution of the problem, which is definitely the birth of the business, the business. That's why we say from idea to life. Then we look at SWOT analysis. Now, once you have your business idea, look at the strengths, the weaknesses, opportunities, and the threats surrounding that particular business. That should be very interesting. So we do that on 28th. Yeah. And then after that, we're going to have some sort of a pitching. Of course, now after you've come up with your own idea, you can you've chosen the solution or what kind of intervention you'd like to make. Then we can now let you pitch. By pitching, we mean you present it, you persuade a panel. For instance, if somebody from our team wanted to fund your idea, how would you present your idea to them, so that they can believe in it? So there we'll talk about some communication skills, facts and fact checking, how you can make a really nice, we call them elevator pitches. So how you can make an elevator pitch, which is like a short sentence that summarizes your idea and that triggers somebody to believe in your idea. Normally for people who ask for grants, whether it is for businesses or even for non-profits, they would ask you to make a presentation. And the presentation has to, it has to persuade somebody to buy your idea and, invest in you and then believe in you. So we show you all of those. And again, the previous skills that you've learned in PowerPoint and in what definitely are going to help you in making a powerful presentation. Then we also introduced you to Canva, which is a great, not just a graphic design tool, but also presentation tool. You could build your presentation there on Canva and then you just present it. Yep. And then still tomorrow next, you'll do some practices with your colleagues, how you can pitch your idea, how you can get the content, how much content, what format should the content take, the language to use, and how to present, And then we close it with some sort of a feedback session, and then we say you can now go home. So the other weekend on 27th, which is our day 3, Saturday 27th, we're going to introduce you to the business model canvas, and you'll get to learn about this really interesting bit of business where I see CC is now trying to join. Yeah, so this is basically every business has to have this kind of a canvas. That is a model that you follow. Basically, it outlines all of your incomes, all of your partnership, everything about your business. And if you analyze that, you can really improve your business. I see Sis is trying to connect to our audio, but as soon as it gets connected, we're going to welcome her. Then we're introducing to partnership. There is no single business in this world that stands alone. Even the most successful businesses today, they're either getting loans from banks and stuff, or they're even learning from like other businesses. So we talk about partnership, and then customer relationship, how you can maintain. Oh, Cisse, you're very, very welcome. I was just welcoming the team, then I took them through. These are the slides. These are like the various themes that we're going to learn starting tomorrow. I was just explaining these activities, and I was on day 3, which is going to be 27th. But I hand it over to you. Please introduce yourself and pick up from there. I was done giving official information. Maybe if something comes to mind again, I am going to come back at the end of the presentation. This is supposed to take just 30 minutes, and we have only 9 more minutes to close it. But also, I know many people came late, but that's okay. So over to you, Cisse.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. I would like to check if you can hear me. How is my sound?
All good.
Okay, sounds amazing. Apologies, really sorry. I was supposed to be on this call by 5 exactly, but I was caught up on another call that went way, way beyond the time we normally have these calls. So I apologize for that, but I'm happy that you've been able to join and you're able to pick up a few things here and there so that tomorrow is an easy day for all of us. So welcome everyone. Thank you for joining Kectil with our trainings. And so I know Joel has already introduced this session, and yeah, tomorrow we are going to dive into entrepreneurship. It is amazing. I am so passionate about entrepreneurship, and I know by the end of the sessions, we shall be in a great position to learn quite a lot. I also know that Joel has taken us through the activities and the days that we are going to have. So briefly, okay, let me see. Okay. Yeah, so I will just continue from where Joel had stopped. So this is under the business model canvas. So generally, I'll first give a brief idea of tomorrow we shall go in detail to know what business model canvas is. But this is a tool that we can use to map our businesses. As entrepreneurs, as people are into business, we need to know the different areas in our businesses that that we operate in. So as Joel was explaining, the partners. So even if you don't have these partners already or you're not working with them, it is very key to map them and know that in my business, I would need a partner like URA, I'll need a partner like UNBS, I'll need a partner like ABCD because of what I am doing. So it is very key for you to know those partners. And then customer relations. It is good for you to see how are you going to build these relations. Key activities. These are just the different activities, the different items, the different things that you're going to be doing within your business. And the next, we shall look at the value propositions, customer segments, key resources, the different channels that you're going to be using to supply your goods or to reach out to your customers. We look at the cost structure. How are you going to cost your product? What are you going to consider as a fixed cost and what are you going to consider as a variable cost? So such kind of conversations are the ones you're going to look at tomorrow. This will be on Sunday. And then the revenue streams. Where is the money going to come from that is either in the business already or that probably will be coming into your business in future? Are you looking at partnerships? Are you looking at joint ventures? Are you looking at selling out shares? Yeah, so those are different things that we are going to look at, and I believe it is going to be extremely exciting. Yeah, and so after, by the end of the day, in the evening, we shall look at a general recap of how the day has been like, and then we look at the recap, we shall have a group activity. And yes, this activity will just help us not to think alone, but at least have a person or a partner that you're going to think along with and will help you to put things together. I highly encourage group activities because I might be thinking in a different way, and then just my partner maybe simplifies the way I think, or has a better idea than mine, or just we have ideas, and when we put them together, wow, it's a blast. So it is going to be extremely amazing with this activity. And then sharing and reactions. So generally, how has the day been? What have you picked out? What is your take home? What are the activities for the next day? Generally, it is good to know on how you are doing as the person who is receiving the training or the trainee. And then we as the trainers also can share our experience so that, yeah, we get to know whether we are getting along with the trainings. So probably at this point, we shall also go ahead and get feedback about generally how it has been like. So that is how day 3 will look like.
That's actually the last day. Oh no, the second last day.
Okay. Yes, and now we have day 4. So that is the final day, and it will be on the following week. This is on marketing your business, designing a marketing strategy for a business choice. So this is going, yeah, I've seen in so many scenarios, we have business ideas. We go on and build on them. We start businesses, but when does the business die? The business die when you have the materials in the house, in the shop, and then you don't know what next. Where should I take this material? Who is going to who is my customer? How am I going to reach to these customers? So it is quite a challenge. I've seen people involved in liquid soap making. I've seen people involved in making doormats. I've seen people involved on recycling plastics, making beads, making earrings, among others. But their businesses fail because of market research. So the next thing will be, after you have shared about your business idea, we go on now to support you through the journey of marketing these products. Probably you have the business and it has started already, or it is in the process of being launched. So we shall share quite a lot of information, the marketing strategies that you can put in place, the marketing channels that could be helpful, and then also the different ways in which you can reach to your customers, either one by one or in general, quite a number of them. Yes, so this seems like the last slide.
Maybe,
Yes,
just
please.
to jump in there a bit, there is the other part of marketing yourself, which I mentioned already in the previous slides. So there we're going to learn how you can also do a CV and a cover letter, and that is going to go to people who might be seeking for jobs. So if you're into business, maybe that is not for you, but still we're going to train you on the pitching bit, which I also mentioned. How do you present your business idea so that people can believe in, so that people can invest in you? So if you have a CV, I would also request that maybe you have it ready tomorrow, or even you could just email it to us and we see, because we'd like to use those as samples. Then we're going to do just one CV, which we all believe it's going to land us to like our dream jobs. Then also write just one cover letter to an employer who is going to remember us and is going to invite us to interview. So I think this is really very key. When you mentioned marketing your business, it also came to my mind. I just thought I needed to remind them. Otherwise, over to you, Cici.
Okay. Thank you very much, Joel. Let me see. Do we have another slide? Yes, designing a marketing strategy. That is continuation. And then, oh, yeah. So clarifications, official communication. Howard, I think Joel, you'll pick up on this. You'll comment on this and then finalize. However, I encourage everyone to join the session tomorrow. Please, if you have a sister or a brother who might be in business or looking into starting up a business, this could be a very great opportunity to just get insights about what they require require as entrepreneurs. We know that the world has completely changed now. The job that you have alone is not enough to really cater for all your expenses, to cater for you as a person. So you need to have a side hustle, as it is normally called. Yes, so your side hustle could be just selling shoes on the streets, could be selling second-hand clothes that cost as much as 100,000 or even 50,000. So it is good for you to just have the basics of you as an entrepreneur. How do you have to think? What are your characteristics? What do you need to do? And so you can be able to really take your business to the next level. So looking forward to meeting you all again tomorrow. I shared my video because I felt I wouldn't want to look like a stranger tomorrow. But yeah, it should be a very close relation. Tomorrow, it is not going to be a classroom session, but it is going to be very interactive. So I encourage you to attend.
We are also just going to close soon, but before you close, Sise, I would like you to just, I'm really interested in your journey and your enterprising attitude, like since I knew you from work and stuff, you've really, like you're very exceptional. So if you have just a word to encourage them, and maybe if you have a line that you would like them to know, you could also just let them know. From the administrative bit of things, I already mentioned that they would get certificates only after completing the required activities for this course. And then we also said after you've given them mentorship, we're going to have a business plan competition where we'll have them do a business plan and present it to us and pitch, like again, pitching. Then we are going to choose just one or two business plans that we are going to support. Well, the support may be technical support, consulting, but it may also have some material support. It may also have some partnership support. So I hope you guys are also ready for something like this, So if you have to say something, Sissy, I would let you do that. Otherwise, we've come to the end of our session, and this has been recorded. We're going to share the recording with the people. Basically, most of the people who attended, they were also in the ICT training, so they are definitely familiar with this platform. So it was like the whole goal of this was to introduce them to the platform and maybe have them maybe ask any questions and maybe get clarification. So if you'd like to say something quickly, then you could just do that, and then we can give it to the audience. If there is any question, we'll answer them, and then we just close. So we could close at 5:35, if that's okay.
Okay, Joel, you've asked me something that I am very passionate about. And I don't know if 2 or 3 minutes will be enough for me to share that. But yeah, to cut the long story short, I am an entrepreneur. I have gone through quite a few businesses that have failed, since 2016, I think. But when I look back to the trends, I see, well, I was young, I've done a lot of things in line of business. So whenever I would leave school and go back home, I'd reach home and then I ask Mom, do we have 10,000 so we can buy a packet of flour, we can buy cooking oil or whatever, and so I can make mandazi at home, I can make chapati at home and sell. And so by the end of the holiday, you'd find I'd have my pocket money of around 50,000. Yes, in 2013, 2014, that was quite good money to go with at home. So it comes with passion, without even you telling me or telling someone to start up a business. Most times entrepreneurs just have that passion of starting up businesses. And so that is like the smallest bit. I've started business worth, I think at most was 1,000, and someone can wonder 1,000, what can it buy? But okay, let me wrap it up to around 3,000. This is where I used to make ice at home. There was a fridge. I make ice and then just buy jolly just of 2,000. And then the packing caveras of around 3,000. Those were the most expensive. And a candle. And so I would make this ice and put it in the fridge. And so I would sell ice in one day, ice of around 3,000, 2,000, like that. And by the end of the day, I still have money. So wherever you are, you can do it. It starts with passion, and then also think openly. Do not close your eyes on saying, I don't have a million shillings, so I cannot start. It can start with as small as what you have, as long as you are passionate with it. I can give an example of people who sell nuts on the streets. Yeah, you just need around 7,000 to buy the nuts and probably buy charcoal, and yeah, start up even from home. Yeah, so generally like 10,000 you begin with it. But if you're not passionate and you're worried of people seeing you moving with a bucket of nuts here and there, you may not be in position to start. And so you'll be saying, I don't have money, I don't have money. But if you're passionate and you like starting up new things, you'll fry these nuts, package them in those paveras that they do, put it in your bag. Go when you're in an office, tell a friend that, you know what, I made some nuts here. Could you have a bite? Then yeah, I tell them it is just 500 shillings a packet. And yeah, this person will take and will tell another person that, you know what, this guy normally brings nuts in the office, and yeah, they are very nice for taking tea. So be passionate about what you are doing. Don't just start anything because you'll get frustrated. And then just to sum up all, from the time I think I finished university and I tried to look for jobs here and there, they were not there. I started up a few businesses, but also they flopped because of a few reasons here and there, probably rent, transport costs, and all other costs that are involved. But I'm happy to say that now, finally, I think I have identified my niche. I have identified what I like to do and I'm so happy to do. And then I've also identified ways in which I can cut the costs. So I went on to buy a small, they call it containers, a small container. And it costed me around 850,000 to 1 million to just furnish everything, and then set up a small business of selling baby clothes and baby items. And I'm seeing it flourishing. Why am I sharing this? That every time you start a new business, it comes with its challenges, but you learn from that challenge. So I got to learn that my major issue was normally rent issues. So I had to rectify that by buying a small container for myself so I don't pay rent. And then 2 was transport. In town, businesses thrive really very well. You make sales on a daily basis, but you also spend a lot on transport and then lunch and then all other costs that are involved. So I found out that if I put it in town, still I'll have issues. I put it far, I'll still have the same issues of transport. So I identified a place at home where is near, I can just walk there and have my business done. And then quite a few other things that I really identified. So yes, you will stand up and then look like things are going on well, and then it's somewhere here or there, you will fail, but it shouldn't be the end. The end should be when you have identified what is working for you and then it is working for you. Yes, even when it is working for you, it will come with challenges, but you'll be in a position to rectify these issues. So Joel, yeah, that is my journey. And yeah, that is on the line of just entrepreneurship, but academically, given time, I may not be in position to share with it now, but I've had quite a few trainings in regard to entrepreneurship itself, and then also training young people and mentoring them. So yeah, that's briefly my profile.
Thank you so much, Sise. Actually, we are in the right hands. You guys are in the right hands. We're going to learn a lot from all of our stories of failures. We're going to take them further. Myself, I've failed several times. I've failed here, I've failed in the north, I've failed everywhere, but I've also risen up in several places, and I've also found my place somewhere. So all of these stories are going to encourage you. And then, yeah, so over to you, the audience. If you have any question, please ask. Otherwise, we've come to the end of this, and we are going to share the recording with the ones who didn't attend later. Any questions? You can raise up your hand, or you can even type in the chat. So let's give it to 1 minute. If we don't get any response, then we can just close it, and then we call it call it a day. Okay. Sisi is saying all sounds good on our end. That's nice. The rest, I don't know. I think we can just close here. Thank you so much for listening, and we're looking forward to having you tomorrow, 9 o'clock. Don't forget, we're sending the link 30 minutes to 9. So check your emails, spam or inbox. You'll get a link. We are also now in the process of sending SMS reminders for those on Airtel. Just, so because I also understand some of you are very busy people, so just we're going to remind you. Yeah, I would say have a good evening and goodbye from us, and see you tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock. If you know a friend who is interested in this kind of training, please email us with their information and we can contact them. All right. Goodbye from me, and I am officially closing this, ending the meeting. See you tomorrow.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.